and welcome back to What the Food, the podcast that uncovers the history of the world through the lens of food. My name is Miles Dickinson, and as always, I'm here with Andy Cantor and Dom Gray, and welcome to The End, a history of last meals. Now, some of you may have seen our post on Instagram last week. For those of you that have not seen it, we have some news. It is with great sadness that this will be our last ever episode of What the Food. Ultimately, we're bringing the show to an end, and there's many different reasons why we've kind of made this decision, and it definitely wasn't an easy one to make, but it comes down to the fact that the three of us just aren't able to give the time and the energy that the show and the listeners deserve. So Andy and I launched What the Food during COVID back in 2021, and Dom joined us at the beginning of 2024 and has helped us kind of build it to where we are today. We've had some unbelievable laughs on the show, and through Andy's impeccable research, we've learned an absolute shitload of food history too. But all good things must come to an end, and we feel now is the right time to bring the show to a close. So I just want to finish, well, we're starting the podcast, but I just want to finish this little segment by saying thank you so much for listening over the years. Some of you have been with us from the very start, and we honestly can't thank you enough. So without further ado, what better topic is there to cover for our last episode than that of the world of last meals? Andy, what are last meals? What are we on about?
Well, firstly, before we get into it, I just want to echo what you've just said. That was really, really beautiful. And yeah, it's been a journey. Enjoyed every moment. Obviously, we're all dressed because today was a day of mourning, which is very sad. But like you said, we've had some good times along the way. Some very funny times. I can remember maybe 1% of the facts that we've discussed, and probably 99% of the funny laughs that we've had. So
yeah, that's the
ratio. It's all recorded. You can go back to listen to the facts.
Exactly.
And the laughs too. But yeah, all good things must come to an end.
Exactly.
You know, don't be sad that it's ending. Be happy that it happened.
Yes, quite.
How about that one for you?
Very profound.
Yeah.
Very profound. What better way to see out this final episode than talking about last meals? Now, what do we mean about last meals? It's kind of a broad spectrum. We're talking about notorious killers, last meals, so people on death row and their kind of famous final meals and their final way to celebrate their life. We're talking about historical figures, their last meals before they were either assassinated, commit suicide, or just generally pop their clogs. And then we're going to learn a bit more about why it's such a thing, why it's such a ritualistic thing, and how it's got so much kind of credence and interest in the modern world.
It does kind of capture people's like natural morbid curiosity, doesn't it? Like, how many times have you had that conversation with someone when you've been like, right, your last meal, what would it be?
Yeah.
Because I feel like food's so integral to us as humans, and then it's like, well, if you could only have one last meal, you could experience the joy of eating food for one last time.
Yep.
Such a difficult decision to make. What are you eating for your last meal?
So difficult.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think we're gonna ask that very question at the end of this episode. Stay tuned. It's a little teaser there. But yeah, we're gonna learn about famous characters, what theirs was. We're gonna learn about why we do it, and then at the end, it's a final little flourish, final little morsel that you get to take away with you. You're gonna learn what we would like to eat before we die.
Nice.
Cool. So let's get into it. Last time, shall we? Let's go.
Oh God, the last dance. Here we are.
Dance.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh God, better be some good laughs in this.
Oh, there's none.
No pressure.
It's all horrendous. It's all really
sad.
Morbid. Yeah, no laughing.
Yeah, morning.
So let's start. Why do we give final meal to those who are about to be executed? Why is it a thing? Why? It seems like a strange kind of contradiction. Like, why would you waste good food on people that are just about to die? You know?
Yeah.
Why would you go to all that effort for something that really doesn't really matter because they're going to be dead 24 hours?
Yeah. Also, you're kind of rewarding bad behaviour, aren't you? Like, these people that are given last meals have usually done something heinous and terrible.
Yeah.
Why reward that with, fetching whatever they want to eat as well?
Is it not a bit more about kind of showing how civilized and above those nasty people we are? And that, even if you are horrible like that,
feed them shit.
We're not going to feed you shit. We'll kind of taking the high road,
But would you be feeling the same way if you were the kind of straight out of university prison officer? John Wayne Gacy wants this, and this. He wants something from KFC, he wants something from McDonald's, and he wants, and you're off into town getting in these queues for some horrible bastard somewhere.
I'd just eat it. I'd get it delivered, and I'm not waiting in the queues.
This is it.
Did you say you'd eat it?
No, I'd just eat it.
I thought you'd order it and then eat it.
Somebody said just eat it in front of him.
I'm having it, you prick. I'm having it.
Just this the whole time.
Yeah. All right, last choice. Didn't really like it that much.
You meant just eat as in order it in.
Yeah,
just eat.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
But in this made-up fictional verse we've just created, it's pre-internet.
Okay, I probably wouldn't be thrilled about having to go and do that for somebody, but there's parts of any job that I've done that I've not been thrilled about, but you just do it because it's a job.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. So like filling out, you're equating like filling out spreadsheets here to getting food for a serial killer.
Yeah.
What you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, same level. Yeah.
Sending emails. God, I hate that.
I despise it just as much as if I had to go and get a meal for a horrible bastard.
Yeah.
This email is as bad as dealing with a serial murder.
Well, I mean, the research that I did, it tells us the last meal is very much a tradition steeped in history and also psychology as well. So it's partly down to a final act of compassion, a moment of dignity right before the end. In medieval Europe, the last meal had religious significance as well. So sharing food kind of before the execution could symbolize peace between the prisoner and those carrying out the sentence. It kind of made sure that the soul of the executioner would still get to go to heaven. It was like a peace offering.
Wash the hands
made peace
of
in his
that
life.
sin.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's like a parallel to like Jesus Christo and the Last Supper. Parallel to that in a way. And they were just, medieval Europe. Didn't have a lot going on. Didn't have TikTok. Mad into religion instead,
Yeah.
Read.
Something to do in it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also got quite a darker, more superstitious route, this last meal. So just after medieval Europe, kind of in the Dark Ages, maybe? Dark Ages? People thought that the last meal would be somewhat of a peace offering to ward off vengeful spirits. Essentially, I'm going to give Mark a great meal so he doesn't fucking come back and haunt me. That's what I'm going to do.
I mean, that's fair play. It's a bit like bribery, isn't it? You're like bribing the soul to be like, look, I'm going to murder you, but don't do me. And I was nice to you just before you went.
Okay.
And by good meal, I mean, I'm going to put an extra stalk of celery in his pottage. Like, so I've not got a lot going on.
Well,
the bar is low.
Yeah, the bar is
all
low.
contextual, isn't it? They didn't have KFC.
Yeah, no, they didn't. But yeah, the thought was a well-fed, condemned person would not return as a vengeful spirit to haunt the living.
Right. Okay.
Kind of steeped in a few different angles.
Please don't come back as a poltergeist and touch me.
Yeah. Here's a wingless, boneless bucket. Please leave me alone. But today, the ritual today is practiced as, it's not to comfort the condemned as much. It's more to soften things up for society for the harsh fact that a human is about to be killed.
Right.
With like the full force of the law. So it's like, it's kind of a way to soften it a little bit in the fact that...
But he had some strawberries.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh, right. That's fine. Yeah. I'd love some strawberries right now.
Yeah.
I'd take 240 volts for strawberries right now myself.
Yeah. It's an interesting angle. Never really thought of it like that. As a way to soften it for society.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that it's kind of like maybe... obviously these people are going to be nervous because they know they're about to die. Is there like a blood sugar kind of feed them and kind of satiate them a little bit and
not
take off the edge of the fact they're about to be fucking hung?
Not usually. I mean, no.
Hey, mate, you're about to be hung, but let me just completely...
So, what you shaking for?
Nervous there.
Leave me alone. I'm not feeling right.
So, okay, with that thinking, I believe that you think they give them the meal a few minutes before they're about to be executed. Is that right? Is that what you're thinking? That's what you're thinking?
That's where I'm at, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Still got gravy dripping down the chin as they're
No.
Stop eating wing now, you're getting hung. Put it down now, mate, you're getting hung.
Not too fast, you might choke. We don't want you to choke. We want to choke you.
Yeah, you've just deduced that, like, I think in my mind. I've got them eating it like 10 minutes prior.
They've literally left the table into the chair, basically.
No, they don't even leave the table. They bring a table to the electric chair and he's sat there and they just pull away the table and go, right, it's your time now, Johnny.
That'd be so much mess for everyone. Yeah.
All that food's just coming out.
Just electrocute to vomit.
You have 3 buckets as well because it's the last meal.
Yeah, exactly. And like in America, they always have like a viewing platform as well, don't they? With like glass. So it's just fucking sickle on the glass.
Everyone's like, this is rather disgusting.
Yeah. No, it's about 24 hours before, mate.
Okay. Blood sugar levels have not now.
No. They're not tracking the blood sugar levels before they give them a lethal injection.
It's going to be skewed, that data.
Yeah, exactly. I managed to find a quote from a psychologist called Dr. Kevin Gannon, who he's written quite extensively on like prison culture and psychology of inmates on death row, super deep stuff. But he provides a bit of a modern clinical perspective on this old ritual. And he says,
"The last meal is the one choice in an otherwise choiceless situation. It's a final act of control when you have no other control."
I love that you went for like Colonel Sanders there. That was great.
A little bit.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
There's a southern twang to that.
Yeah.
Right, so the last meal is one choice in an otherwise choiceless situation.
Yeah.
It's a final act of control when you have no other control.
Yeah, that's an interesting way of looking
for
at
the
it.
person being killed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
For the prisoner.
It's their last choice as a human before they are put to the sword.
Bit mad, that, isn't it? To think that that's like the last thing that they choose. I mean, I suppose that they could like choose to say something too, but yeah, I get what you mean.
But more than anything, as we're just about to see, the last meal is a mirror. It reflects a person's life, their personalities, and sometimes a very deliberate final message to the world. This is their last choice. This is their last chance to say fuck you to the world, or to really
Final statement.
exactly.
Get a message across.
It's a full stop at the end of their life, essentially.
Wow, that's a very impressive way of looking at it, isn't it? But talking to people you probably don't really want to know about their the reflection of. We're talking serial killers, and we all know where most of them come from. The good old US of A.
America.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad. I've never really thought about that. Is it maybe like, I don't know, there's got to be something getting
Lead, isn't it?
Is it
Lead,
lead?
water supply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, they
More
cooked them up.
crazy.
There was like you can see like the stats.
oh yeah, like in like the
Seen a
60s.
bit of funeral cake.
No worries.
Don't mind us.
We're celebrating their life rather than mourning the death. Come on.
You can see it in the stats from like when they stopped using lead for like lead pipes, and also lead. There was lead in the fuel as well. When they stopped doing that, the number of
It all
serial
calmed
killers
down a bit.
drastically
Went down.
reduced. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it's reduced, but there was a peak, and there was a time when it was happening, and there was one guy who was I'd probably say he's actually quite up there with like stereotypical weirdo serial killer, and that'd be a Mr. John Wayne Gacy, and he was a contractor from Chicago, but you know, contractor is just the American word for builder, basically. But then on the weekends, what was he doing? Of course, he was turning up at children's parties dressed up as Pogo the Clown.
Clowns.
I'll find some pictures of this and get it on the socials. I genuinely think he's probably one of the reasons why clowns are considered scary for some people, because when you see the picture, I don't know how anybody didn't look at it and just go, yeah, he's defo a murderer, guys.
I want to invite him to my house to play with my kids and all of their friends.
Yeah, all of them together. Nah, he's a very weird guy, and turned out that behind his little clown face paint, he was a weirdo, and a serial killer that murdered at least 33 young men in the 70s. And the reason that they say at least is because he was like stuffing them under his floorboards, in his walls, and so they're getting them all out, but they're like, I don't know if this is a bit of this lad or a bit of that lad. So yeah,
And they were all blokes he was killing.
Yeah, all young men.
so young. I think he was maybe like, you know, on a bit of the gay scene or something.
He was quoted as saying that like killing young boys is like much more fun than young girls or something like that. It's pretty
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a funny, interesting film idea around John Wayne Gacy.
Go on.
So what I want to do is it's like a biopic, right? It's about John Wayne Gacy, contractor, down on his luck from in Chicago, and then on weekends he's obviously doing these Pogo the Clown children's parties and stuff. It's like a bit of a struggle story, you know. It's a bit of a feel good factor. Then maybe at the end he gets a bit of happiness, and then the closing credits, it comes up with 33 bodies were found under John Wayne Gacy's house.
Wow.
And
Then you just don't see that bit in the film.
you don't see that bit. No, you see all the preamble to it. And it's just like boom.
They have a
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, because
You'd have felt sorry for him all the way through.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You just fuck over the audience, mate. Yeah, you felt sorry for a serial killer.
You horrible geezers. Wow.
Oh God.
I'm not sure I get signed up.
We can push our free time into movie production now if we're stopping podcast production. We'll just scale it over there instead, mate. Yeah.
Our first hit, John Wayne Gacy.
You can't call it that, mate. Otherwise that gives away his whole little twist at the end. Well, that clown, he was a surprisingly corporate clown because his last meal was pretty stereotypically American. A bucket of KFC, fried shrimps, and some strawberries. And
wow.
So that's a bit of a
I'd say the strawberries
combo,
is a bit of a wild one in there for me.
Yeah, it's a bit too healthy for the rest of the meal, but maybe he just bloody loved strawberries.
Can't really imagine Americans eating strawberries.
No, it just doesn't feel right. It does feel like it works after a full bargain bucket to yourself, though, doesn't it? And
a bit of a palate
crispy
cleanser.
shrimp. Yeah, some sweet,
sorbet,
fresh
sort of thing.
In between.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say that.
But a full send on KFC, though. A really great actually not a great advertisement for KFC.
No.
It kind of is and it isn't, though. We are what people choose their last meal. However, all of those people do kill children.
Yeah, and as well, they'd have to then own the fact that he used to be a manager in a KFC KFC franchise. So it's probably fair that they've steered clear of that.
But our own staff
publicity.
eat our produce. Another great angle.
Just swim it out, mate. You should work in PR.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say.
There's ways to spin this.
PR, man.
There's ways to spin this.
It is interesting. The fact that he's looked behind the curtain and he's seen how the chicken's made, how the nuggets are made, and he still wants a piece of it. It's interesting.
Yeah. He's satisfied with the quality of the produce coming out of KFC.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're also taking serial killers' opinion on like niceness of things, which is a bit of a mad one when he's probably like into cutting up bodies and stuff. Do I want that guy's opinion on what makes a nice meal? I think he's probably a bit of a weirdo and maybe doesn't have good taste.
Maybe I'd want to see the reviews on his contracting business. So I'd want to see some case studies and some pictures of his work.
Yeah.
Okay, Fez. Talk about his work. His final words were,
"Taking my life will not compensate for the loss of the others. The state is murdering me."
Nailed him.
Yeah, you nailed the sound of him, but he's just a bit desperate, isn't he, there? Like, why is he trying to make it about him and being like, I'm being murdered? Nah, mate.
Yeah.
Crying out for it.
I don't know much about him, really. I could do to listen to a podcast or read
I think there's a
book,
good series on Netflix.
Is it?
Is about him, yeah.
I remember I listened to a few last podcasts on the Left episodes about him, but it was years ago, so I've kind of forgotten now. But from what I do remember, he acted as though he couldn't remember killing people for a long time.
I think he did, yeah.
In all the years afterwards, he was like, that wasn't me. I'd have no memory of it. And it's just like, not sure about that.
Pretty bulletproof defense, as in like nobody can prove what you can or can't remember. But at the same time, like it's not that good of a defense because regardless of whether you remember it or not, mate, you were found with like tens of bodies under your floor. So
these bodies get here then.
You remember it? Yeah. I just don't know.
They get under your structure.
What has gone on there? Like, so yeah.
What is it you do? Groundworks. That's a bit fishy.
yeah. Almost professionally done.
Yeah.
Was there ever a motive then that came out? Did he just enjoy killing people? Or was it kind of like you said before, Don, maybe like a sexual kind of gay fantasy thing that's gone, a little too far, I guess?
I think there were sexual.
Just a tickle.
just a bit far, yeah. Just a bit over the edge.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think he did have sex with them, right? He raped them.
I thought.
I'm pretty sure he raped and tortured them. Pretty heinous stuff. He normally killed them by just strangling them straight up, asphyxiation type vibe.
Wow. That's old school.
Yeah, old school.
It's a very personal way of killing somebody.
You're kind of looking right at them.
You're looking at, and you're feeling them. They're in your hands, like with a knife. Just jab it in, gun, just ping it. But strangling, you're making contact. You're feeling the life drain from them, guys.
Wow.
Wouldn't recommend it.
God. What's his clown name? Pogo
The clown.
Pogo pedo.
Pedo. Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, we said it before, but in the US as a whole, before we move on to Mr. Ted Bundy, who we're going to cover next, in the US, most states, like we said, give the meal like a day or two before the actual execution. Alcohol and tobacco are usually, but not always, a few instances in there, denied.
Okay.
In states like Florida The food for the last meal must be purchased locally and the cost is limited to $40. In Oklahoma, the cost is limited to $25, so it's different. Ooh. So it's getting a bit tighter now. And then weirdly, in Louisiana, the prison warden traditionally joins the condemned prisoner for the last meal.
Oh, so he's kind of keeping up the, cleansing of his soul kind of medieval executioner vibe.
Yeah.
Fair play to them. Keeping it going.
Breaking bread.
So yeah, Ted Bundy, next one. Handsome, charismatic law student.
Smooth bugger.
Smooth operator. He's actually one of America's most infamous serial killers. I imagine lots of people have seen the Netflix documentary where he's played by, I can't remember who he's played by, but it's excellent. The casting's brilliant.
Yeah.
Really captures him. Like, he is just Ted Bundy for me now. That is Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Like, he can't do it for the role. He's fucked it.
Yeah.
He's like Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Way worse.
Not the child-friendly wizard who's the hero of the story.
Yeah.
But in everyone's imagination, you're the worst killer.
Serial killer, lovely.
It's like the kid from Game of Thrones, the bad guy.
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Yeah,
like
Jeffrey.
Joffrey. Yeah. He I think he's quit acting now because he was just like,
Yeah, he was too good at it. Like, he made people hate him so much. So
everyone hates him.
Everybody's just like, no, he can't be anything and anything ever because I'll just hate him in whatever he's in.
Getting shit thrown at him, like.
Yeah. What would you do? How would you pivot? What faceless job can you go into?
I think if you're trying to stay in
porn.
acting,
porn. I suppose to be in the male, fair. Yeah.
Joffrey's dick. Wow. I'm sure there's a second market for that shit.
Yeah, there will be. I
don't know. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? You get so well known for being one character. It's difficult to kind of get out of that.
It is. Well, this is kind of a similar problem that Ted Bundy had, really. He just played one character, killed around 30 people.
Really well.
During the 1970s.
Just couldn't shake the reputation after that.
You couldn't shake it. I don't know why, to be honest. I don't know why people didn't give him a second chance. But there we go. So Ted sounds like Ted. Ted's not like a scary name either.
It's not
Ted.
Not a scary one, is it? Yeah, little nice Ted. He's cuddly. He's cuddly and nice.
He's into his Warhammer, but apart from that, he's all right. Yeah,
he's a Ted.
I wonder if the amount of times kids were called Ted after that went down.
Probably.
Maybe.
Better not.
Yeah,
might be a little statistic there somewhere.
Maybe.
Deep. But Ted actually declined to make a special request for his meal, so he didn't want one.
So Ted, so cool, so cool and smooth. I don't need one. I don't fucking care.
What happened to him is that he was given the standard default meal. Now, let's have a quick game, shall we? What do you think is the standard default meal in an American prison system for the last meal people have to execute?
I think it's got to be like a burger, maybe, like burger and chips. Just like a hamburger. Like, I'm not saying that they're giving him like a Whopper with like bacon and cheese and stuff, but maybe just like a hamburger.
Yeah.
I think it's probably worse than that. I'm thinking like soda bread and grits.
Oh, God, that's just carb on carb, isn't it?
We want you to be bloated when you go.
Yeah. Something sloppy, I think. Something that's just dished onto a plastic tray.
Well, you might be pleasantly surprised because it was steak.
Shut up.
Eggs, hash browns, and toast.
Get me to prison now.
Yeah, that's decidedly respectable.
You had me a hash brown. Wow, that's pretty generous for the kind of. I mean, he probably like tried to make himself sound and feel like a martyr. Yeah, I don't want anything. Just give me like the basic shit. And then he brought a mistake, and he was like, "Damn it, that's really nice." Still,
yeah,
I want to be cool and be eating some shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ted being Ted had his final say because he refused to eat a single bite. A man who consumed so many lives, having no appetite at the end.
Rip.
Dickhead.
Dickhead.
Yeah, dickhead.
Yeah. Want the food review of Ted Bundy? Dickhead.
We're a historical podcast.
Yeah. Get us in the charts. Historical.
Yeah, come on.
But the award for the most bizarre complaint goes to a bloke called Thomas Grasso. You've probably not heard of Mr. Thomas. I certainly hadn't heard of him before I did the research, but he was convicted for murdering 2 elderly people. Not quite a household name, like I said, but his last meal made him a legend of dark comedy. So this is what he ordered. He ordered a feast, right? He ordered 2 dozen steamed mussels, a rack of ribs,
such different cuisine,
a Burger King cheeseburger, and this is crucial, this next one, a can of SpaghettiOs.
What? Okay.
Just imagine that combo. Mussels, ribs, cheeseburger, SpaghettiOs.
That's just not right. That's the brain of a psychopath, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, get them in your mussels. SpaghettiOs on top of the mussels, still with their shells on, and you've just got to kind of just reach inside of them.
Yeah, so instead of like the mussels in like a white wine and parsley sauce, it's just mussels and spaghetti sauce.
I think he's opted to go for like 4 things there that are each individually meals. Like he's kind of giving himself like 4 meals in one here. Mm-hmm. He'll have the mussels thinking that's one thing. He'll have the steak thinking that's another. I highly doubt, I hope for his sake that he's not mixing them.
Not mixing it. Yeah, you got to be, well, I mean, he obviously is fucking mental, but you've got to be really on the edge to mix them together, surely.
Yeah, no, that's just not right.
Yeah.
And what are SpaghettiOs then? Is that like just our
spaghetti hoops, isn't it?
Spaghetti hoops.
Is it?
Yeah.
Spaghetti hoops. Yeah.
For the educated, spaghetti hoops. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But crucially, this is what made him a legend. The prison kitchen messed up his order. They somehow fucked it up. How do you think they fucked it up? Like
mussels
half a dozen?
can be kind of fiddly to
maybe
make, I guess.
Yeah. Imagine if they just gave him just a bag of 2 dozens. Oh no, he does specify steamed. I was going to say they just gave him 2 bags of just raw mussels, like all still shut up.
They were just like, prick.
Here you go, mate. You said that you wanted these. There you go, big dog. Yeah. But no, he did clarify that he wanted steamed mussels. Okay, so it wasn't that they fucked up through not steaming them. Okay,
maybe they forgot to take tomatoes out of his cheeseburger. Mm-hmm. Maybe, but no. This is what he said in his final statement.
I did not get my SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti. I want the press to know this.
Wow, okay. He didn't get SpaghettiOs, he just got the spaghetti and tomato sauce instead.
Yeah. Wow. He wanted O's.
The press to know this.
What I want this on public record. Yeah. The press were just there like, nice one, mate. I suppose we'll get some laughs. Cheers for that.
Yeah. He thought that was going to be like headline news the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Call off the execution. The man can't die until he gets his SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
We're knocking it back a week.
His priorities aren't where they need to be right now.
No. I think he's got bigger fish to fry than a complaint about his meal.
I mean, he did kill an 87-year-old and an 81-year-old, so his priority not been straight for a while. But
and they were both.
This is the final straw.
Women as well. Yeah. It's not.
Turns out he killed them because they served him spaghetti instead of spaghetti. And then as a final fuck you, he was given spaghetti at the end.
That makes sense.
That's got to be it.
Whoops, Thomas. Sorry.
Done it again, have we?
Wanna kill me for it?
Speaking of people who ruin things, there was one man who ruined it for everyone, and come as no surprise that that man, he was a white supremacist, so that's not a surprise, is it? And that's Lawrence Russell Brewer, and he was convicted for his part in the brutal dragging death of James Byrd Jr. in Texas, and as an act of protest, he ordered a massive banquet of food, steaks, triple bacon cheeseburger, a pizza, fried okra, ice cream, the works. Ooh. And when it arrived, he only went and pulled a Bundy, didn't he? Refused to eat any of it. And that was so infamous that Texas completely abolished the practice of last meal requests altogether.
Really? Because he just took the piss and...
Yeah.
You ruined it for everyone.
Since then, the prisoner's last meal is the same as whatever's been served in the cafeteria on the day of the execution.
And that turns out it's 3 filet mignons, and bella mushroom, and an ice jus.
So, there you go. Nice little white supremacist just ruining it.
It's a really strange movie for me, that. Like, I just wouldn't like, what's the point? Just like a final fuck you, maybe, but like
but
it's I don't know.
I think we're just trying to apply logic to people who don't live their life with logic, i.e. they murder people and stuff, you know. I mean, you can really apply it.
I'd want to know what flavour of ice cream he got before I made that assumption, but you know.
Bubblegum.
Oh yeah, then. No. I'd say that's the worst flavour of ice cream. Bubblegum.
Yeah, it's literally just for kids. And if you're eating it as an adult, you need to really, really think about your fucking life.
Really have a hard look at yourself. What is worse than bubblegum? You don't even eat bubblegum.
You don't.
You shouldn't be swallowing that, should you?
No. And bubblegum has flavours of its own. So you can't just call something bubblegum flavoured, because what flavour was the bubblegum that you were having, that you based the flavour on?
Yeah.
You know?
Although there is like a default bubblegum flavour, right?
Is there?
Well,
Is there?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I'm thinking
that's
like
just
pink Hubba Bubba. Like, what is it? It's like some fruitiness.
Tutti frutti.
Tutti frutti.
Tutti frutti.
Tutti frutti.
Tutti frutti.
There is this category of flavours that just don't mean anything real in life that we still really associate. Like
blue
things that are
raspberry.
like blue raspberry. Like
raspberry,
that.
yeah.
That's a thing, you know.
Don't you
Tutti
think
frutti.
blue
You know
raspberry?
when you taste tutti frutti, what the fuck is that?
Moving on to more slightly bizarre requests now. Some of the requests from people go beyond just simple food choices and final fuck yous to authority figures and become quite powerful symbols. So I managed to come across a bloke called Victor Fuega, who was a drifter, and he was executed in 1963 for kidnapping and murder. And his final request, quite strange, quite poignant. What he wanted was a single olive with the pit still inside.
Wow.
And when they buried him, they found that the olive pit was in his pocket. And the theory is he hoped an olive tree, a symbol of peace, would grow from his grave.
That's very wholesome and lovely. But I
Now
mean,
it's a
he
car
could
park
still-
where he's buried, but there you go. He tried.
You know.
Olive tree got ripped out. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
profound,
That's
that.
kind of,
Yeah.
buries himself with a seed and hope that something nice grows.
Yeah. I mean, he did kidnap and murder someone still. But
Yeah. One little cutesy move isn't going
Giving him
to
a
put
tartar,
you
maybe?
of that kind of shite, mate. But
No.
step in the right direction.
But for marketing, you know, a jar of those olives, killer olives,
Kill olives.
and they'll murder your taste.
Homicidally tasty.
Yeah, homicidally tasty. Yeah.
Another one, James Edward Smith, who was convicted of murder during a robbery. Things just got out of hand. I imagine him. Put the money in the bag.
No.
You had one job.
Right then.
Yeah, exactly. James had probably the oddest one, I think, on this list. James asked for a lump of dirt because what he wanted to do was perform a voodoo ritual to help his spirit to reincarnate his spirit, because he was
That's
practicing.
not in the policy of the prison. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it was denied. His request was denied, and he was given a cup of yogurt instead.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Smear that for your sacrifice. It's a fromage frais.
They didn't even stick him with like a chocolate mousse, so it was at least like dirt coloured. No, they gave him like a strawberry petit filou.
You can do your little voodoo shit with that. So what was he going to do with this dirt? Is it just he needs it for the spell?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
He's a big voodoo shaman. And I'm guessing he was going to do some oogity boogity shit with it. And
Save him.
Oogity boogity.
Yeah.
reincarnate himself.
There you go. It's the ultimate get out of jail free card.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
on death row. All I need is just a lump of dirt and I'll be back, baby.
I'll be back.
And instead he got his yogurt. Unlucky.
And I mean, you could argue that he got more than a lump of dirt afterwards. You know,
He did.
got several 6 inches deep of
Shovels
it.
worth.
Yeah.
Oogity boogity now, bitch.
Every year, the prison officer goes back and just sticks a single fromage frais on his gravestone.
Yeah.
Everyone else has got flowers. He's just got a vase of fruits.
Yeah, just loads of empty yogurt pots all around it.
And like fucking flies everywhere because it's like
Yeah.
fresh yogurt.
Proper, such a smelly gravesite.
There's homeless people hanging around, fucking stealing his fruits.
Getting free fruits.
Well,
He
managed
can
to-
take the piss because he's killed people.
yeah,
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 exactly. Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. I did manage to find a quote from him, actually, and he's quoted as saying,
Life is a temporary situation. The spirit lives on. Death is like eating a prune in the morning. It's a natural function.
this guy's twisted, man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe talks to how little he values life. Hence why he was so happy to kill people, because he was just like, it's just standard fare.
You ever eaten a prune?
No.
Maybe like once in my life, I think, maybe.
That's shit, I think.
It's what old people eat.
Yeah,
when
and it good
move
for
the
your
bowels.
bowel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything shifting.
It's like a poverty date for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of old people eat it like in syrup, you know, in tins and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not.
not right.
Not for me.
No.
Surely not.
But he's basically saying life is temporary. The spirit moves on. Death's like eating a prune. So he's saying it's like a normal human function to kill people. Like, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody
It
dies.
should be as normal as eating a prune.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, mate, that's just not the way that we can create a working
Functioning society. Nice words that you've just done there. Shows how frilly you are, but not going to work if everybody acted like that, is it, mate?
No one can make frubes if they're dead.
That's what finally got through to him just before his execution. And then one of the final odd requests was a bit out of character for a murderer, and that was a truly selfless request by Philip Workman. He was on death row for killing a police officer, so don't feel like he's too good of a man. But he declined a meal for himself. Instead, he asked that a vegetarian pizza be given to a homeless person. The prison refused. They were like, no, we're not a charity, mate. But the news of his wish leaked to the press, and on the day of his execution, homeless shelters in the area were flooded with pizza deliveries from ordinary people, honouring his request. So,
Wow.
bad man, good thing,
Yeah, it's a paradox. And, because that story kind of went semi-viral, more pizza got to homeless people than would have before.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
I'd be pretty ticked off, I think, if I was homeless and someone gave me a vegetarian pizza.
Well, yeah, so I was thinking about that. Is he doing that because he's trying to make sure that, if you're like a vegetarian homeless person and you got a pepperoni, you'd be pretty fucked.
Really?
But I think
discriminating.
You get a choice?
At that point.
Get a choice
yeah,
at that point?
if you're homeless and you just need to eat to survive, I think you need to put your morals aside and just think this will keep me going one more day,
But it's not just criminals who have famous last meals. We've covered the serial killers. We've covered the horrible folk. Let's look at some historical figures, shall we? We're a history podcast
Jesus.
after all. Yeah, Jesus. So what did Jesus eat as his last supper?
We're pivoting into a religious podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, we're going to talk about Abraham Lincoln, the 16th US president who led the country through civil war. On the night of his assassination,
that word.
assassination.
There's all sorts going on in there.
I was hoping for maybe a final Connery moment, but it didn't quite come out. I don't know why.
I think I wasn't ready.
Yeah, there's a lot of S's there for Sean to come out. It normally comes out with two or more. But
Yeah, that's all it takes.
yeah. So on the night of Abraham Lincoln's assassination, he had quite a surprisingly festive dinner. He's known for his simple taste. Is Lincoln simple pleasures? But the night before, he had mock turtle soup and roast fowl with stuffing.
Okay, sorry, what? What's the mock thing?
So I'd heard of mock turtle soup before, but I've not actually looked into what it was. And Miles, if you could just read the description for what mock turtle soup actually is, that'll be great.
Okay.
Oh, God. I hope this is horrible.
Mock turtle soup is an English soup that was created in the mid-18th century as an imitation of green turtle soup. It often uses brains and organ meat such as the calf's head to duplicate the texture and flavour of the original's turtle meat after the green turtles used to make the original dish were hunted nearly to extinction.
Oh, that's foul. That is right.
Disgraceful,
Just
isn't it?
wrong. That's
Everything.
wrong.
Everything about that is horrendous.
it's wrong in so many places. Like on a high level, it's horrible that we nearly we probably did end up hunting these turtles to extinction for a bit of scratton. That's horrible enough. But then when you think about the dish that they're now duplicating, organ meats and calves' heads and brains.
What's the gammiest thing we can find that's going to give this thing the same texture as green turtles? Awful.
Yeah, so then,
meat.
they hunted them to nearly extinction for a meat that is similar to brain or just straight up calf head. Probably not that good of a meat, guys.
No.
We thought about leaving them alone.
Yeah. Have a chicken soup.
Yeah, you're right, mate. Beef. Yeah, you've got cows in you wandering around.
Yeah.
Eat them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And this is a very distinguished gentleman. This isn't like, peasant kind of, even, I don't know, tribe food. This is like the president of the United States is asking for this.
And he's eating it and he's enjoying it. He's loving it.
Jesus. God.
It's like a celebration meal, actually, in fact. It's going the other way. It's what he wants in a good occasion.
Yeah. Loves it.
Horrible bastard. His breath must have been so bad.
Yeah. I think it might have been. Because
we'll cancel this civil war if you just stop fucking talking to me for 5 minutes.
Maybe that's why
you've just had some shit, haven't you?
yeah, you've had that dish again, haven't you? You can fucking tell. Whole town can fucking tell me. You honk.
I think that's why he was assassinated. Probably.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was definitely a killable offence. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, definitely.
If you contrast that with Mahatma Gandhi's.
Oh, hit that.
Yeah, iconic leader of India. Well, we're not talking about Gandhi, have we? Much? No, Mahatma Gandhi.
Somehow dodged. Come on, I want his first name again. Come on, Andy.
Mahatma Gandhi. It's
Mahatma Gandhi.
Shout out MG, man. Iconic leader.
What guy?
Yeah.
India's independence movement. Known for his philosophy on like non-violent resistance.
Velocity.
Just known for his sheer velocity.
Yeah.
He does everything fast. He
Man's a rocket.
Fast. Just a very high velocity man in general.
Look at that velocity on that.
No, it's philosophy. It's philosophy. Okay. His last meal. What do you think it was? Knowing the man as you do.
Something dead plain where he'd say like he finds joy through the air that he breathes rather than the food he eats or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much about that. Yeah. Well, it isn't. It was cooked vegetables, goat's milk, and some fruit juice.
Fruit shoot.
Fruit shoot.
Apple and blackcurrant.
Yeah.
Oh, Gandhi loved these.
Fruit shoot.
It's like toddler crack in it, and he's on them till the day dies.
Toddler crack. Oh, God. So it was kind of clean. He was going for like a clean angle there, wasn't he?
It was clean. Yeah, even on the day of his assassination, he stuck to his strict diet that echoed his ideals. Never strayed. Never had a beer, always on the schlur, kept it chill.
J2Os in the face of the Heinekens.
Speaking about vegetarians, another famous vegetarian who we've covered relatively recently on the pod, friend of the pod, Adolf Hitler. Leader of Nazi Germany, of course. Don't know why there's a question mark.
Gent.
Don't know why there's a question mark. It definitely isn't it? Leader of Nazi Germany.
Was he the leader of Nazi Germany, or is that just a big conspiracy? People are trying to nail him.
Holocaust deniers got hold of this document and has been editing.
Put question marks in it where they're
guilty.
But in his final days, Berlin is crumbling around him. He's cowardly hidden in his bunker. Probably killed his dog.
I lost my dog.
Yeah, he's in there with Diddy. Diddy's in there. Yeah.
I lost my dog.
What was his fucking dog called?
Diddy party to remember, baby.
Wasn't Blondie.
Blondie.
Yeah. He's killed his dog. Various other people have died. Final meal. He sits down.
You did not just call the Holocaust various other people have died.
No, in the bunker, mate. In the bunker.
Oh, in the bunker. Not the event.
Yeah.
The last few years, various other people have died. Anyway.
That feels like 5 or 6, maybe.
Yeah. It is 5 or 6.
A handful.
Yeah, it's about right.
A handful of million. Oh, man.
No.
I'm glad that we couldn't get cancelled because we are flying close to the sun.
A few people have died in the bunker, in his cowardly bunker. Don't know if the bunker can be cowardly. It's not the bunker's fault, is it?
Little bunker.
Just doing his job.
Hide underground.
Yeah.
They are private folk.
He sits down. Führer sits down. Final meal. Simple plate of pasta. Simple tomato sauce. That's it. We're not talking fresh tomato either. We're talking tinned. Goes in a bunker. I'm imagining tinned. I don't know that for sure. I wasn't there, but I imagine it was tinned. And it's not San Manzano, I imagine, either. It's
Third Reich special. That's crazy. I mean, I'd assume that it was something patriotic, a patriotic dish of some kind.
bratwurst.
Yeah.
Vegetarian,
sauerkraut. Well, you can't have that for dinner, can you?
Just a plate of sauerkraut. Just lost your dog. You're eating a plate of sauerkraut.
That's awful. So just plain tomato pasta with tinned tomatoes.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Wow.
So one of the most horrendous killers in the world. That's how he ended his life.
Wow.
Sad. Speaking of trailblazers, John Lennon, his final meal. I think it's a bit shit. This one. Corned beef sandwich.
Brother,
But you can't really hold him responsible for that because he was assassinated, so he didn't know what day he was going to die on. And
Gandhi.
but so is Lincoln, and he
doesn't
some sort of organ.
Yeah,
we rinsed him. Yeah, but that was a bad
That's
choice.
worse, Dom, because now we've caught him out off guard. That's what he's usually scranning at.
Yeah,
that
no,
time.
but that's what I'm trying to say is like maybe he was just having a busy Tuesday and he just needed some food. He just wanted a lunch. Just wanted a quick bit of lunch.
Corned beef.
Wouldn't be my choice.
But
I don't know
he's from
why.
Liverpool, working class background, corned beefs, an accessible meat option for, the poorer people, maybe. I don't know.
He was killed in America, I think, New York.
He was, yeah.
He wasn't killed in Merseyside.
No, but where the tradition of him eating the regular corned beef sandwich may have been developed.
So you think he brought the tins of corned beef with him?
No, I think,
I
think all the ingredients were gained where he died.
Or you're saying that he pre-packed sandwiches of corned beef?
No, none of the above.
I love that. A suitcase full of sandwiches.
I'm merely talking about his love for corned beef originated.
Okay, that's fair. But also, don't Americans call corned beef something different than we call corned beef?
Oh, it's like, I think they do. What's it called?
It's not like pastrami. Is that not their corned beef? That sort of
No,
vibe.
really not.
No?
What's it called? No.
Brisket. Yeah, it's like brisket, which if it is brisket, then fair enough. That's a better.
Salted beef?
Yeah, there you go. If it's like that, I'm thinking like corned beef is in England where it comes in a tin. It's like meat that's just been rammed together, somehow stuck in one place.
Yeah, it looks really fucked.
Yeah, that's really fucked. It's like our spam, isn't it? It's like our version of spam.
I think so. I think that. Yeah, I think it. Yeah.
My grandma used to cook corned beef hash. We used to have that at her house all the time, and it was delicious.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good.
Have you had it since?
I've made it a couple of times. Yeah, Joe nearly vomited when I got the tin out, but I got her to try some of it, and she actually liked it.
She liked it?
But we never had it. That was a couple of years back.
Right.
So she can't like it that much, can she?
No, she's not requested it.
It's not come back around.
No. So that was the last thing he ate?
Yeah.
Corned beef sandwich.
Corned beef sandwich.
John Lennon.
Assassinated.
Wow.
Yeah. Moving on
Sad.
to a Mr. Ernest Hemingway. Ernest died on July the 2nd, 1961 in Ketchum, Idaho. Not ketchup, Ketchum.
Like
he suffered.
Pokemon trainer.
Ash Ketchum, yeah, you're right. He suffered from extreme depression and died from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound, which
some interesting tidbit about that I actually read about today because it's only just recently been declassified, but like months before he committed suicide, everybody was saying like he's super depressed, very paranoid and stuff, and he was saying, oh, the FBI are following me everywhere, and like that's what was making him so paranoid. And like, the president and FBI at the time are like vehemently denying it, being like, nah, we're not, like he's hallucinating. Anyway, declassified like last year, turns out that he was under constant FBI tailing because they were worried about his Soviet ties, because he liked to spend a lot of time in Cuba for like the cigars and stuff. So he actually was being followed. And apparently, like people near to him said that in the weeks leading up to his suicide, he was saying like, I can't get away from them. They're following me everywhere. So
yeah, crazy.
It's true.
61 is Kennedy, isn't it? It's Kennedy and like the Bay of Pigs and like Castro, and
so it's all at its peak of like pointing fingers. Yeah. So they have it. Anyway, nothing to do with food, but we teach you more than just about food or just about history. Yeah, we teach you a bit about everything, really.
We do. Well,
you're gonna fucking miss us.
Before Hemingway sadly ended his life, he did eat his favourite meal. Went to his local restaurant and enjoyed a New York strip steak, Caesar salad, baked potato, and a glass of wine at the Christiania restaurant in Idaho.
It's almost like he knew.
It's almost like he knew. His mind was made up and he knew exactly what he was going to do. Now, there are many profound quotes that Mr. Hemingway left with us before he departed this world, but this is the last quote that we'll have on What the Food. And I feel like it's quite profound and it resonates with this being the final episode. So Miles, if you would, for one final time.
I feel like I can't do it in an accent now. You've bigged it up too much. It's got to just be my voice.
No, you've got to give it the silliest accent to honour.
It's earnest. No, it's big earnest. It's got to be real. It's got to be honest.
Yeah,
it's got to be raw.
Come on. He's a man.
Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another.
Beautiful. Tits my head up.
Every man lives life the same way, and it's only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another.
Take that with
I
you.
kind of disagree with that,
Wow.
Disagree. I think you're wrong, Ernest.
I think you're dead and wrong. You're dead wrong.
You're dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
Because, you know, how a man lives his life, we don't all live our lives the same way. I think the magic is in the nuanced ways that different people live their lives.
Yeah, but that's what
And how they lived and how they died.
That's what he's saying, though.
So,
that's
no,
what
but he's saying it's only the details of how. Well, I guess he is saying that. Now I'm looking at it. He is saying that.
He definitely is, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's saying that because he's saying every man's life ends the same way.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's
we all
how we
die.
live.
Yeah.
This distinguishes. Yeah, fucking. Do you
Yeah.
know what? Great. You're back on. You're back on. Ernest.
You're back,
baby.
You're back on. Well done. Ignore me. I'm shit. You're great.
Right. Anyway, let's move to ancient Rome and a man who's got another man with a famous death, and that's good old Julius Caesar. You might have known him as the brilliant general, a politician who paved the way for the Roman Empire before the big assassination. I tried to bait myself into a Sean there just for one last time, but yeah, no, his last meal, it was quite sort of like Hemingway in that, you know, he did it the right way. It was a proper Roman feast: seafood, lamb, chicken, fruit with cream. But the meal's not the story here. It's the dinner party itself, because it's March 14th, 44 BC, the day before the Ides of March, and Caesar's gone to the dinner party at the home of his supposedly loyal friend, Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, and in a moment of spectacular dramatic irony, Caesar brought another guest with him, a man named Decimus, believing that he was a trusted ally, but couldn't have been more wrong. Because Decimus was actually one of the key conspirators planning to stab him to death the very next day. So, as well as being a great general, great politician, he's also a great teacher, because he's taught us a lesson. Never trust anyone. Everyone's a snake.
Dead on then. Looked right into the lens. Don't trust
Social
anyone.
brain.
Everyone's a snake.
Everyone is a snake.
So he just ate all sorts. He had an absolute feast, did he?
Yeah, proper
Chicken,
stuck
lamb,
him.
everything. I mean, if you're a Roman emperor, you're just going to absolutely go for it, aren't you? You're going to rinse that.
Gorge
You
yourself.
really might as well at that point.
And they were well known for doing that just at regular meals as well, weren't they? So
They had
Nothing out the ordinary.
they had special rooms they'd go vomit in and come back.
yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called. There is a name for them, but they would essentially.
And people that work in those rooms that help you as well.
Yeah. You'd gorge yourself to the moment where you just could not eat anymore, go be sick in this special room, and then come back and eat more.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Class, isn't it?
Basically, like a
We used-
parallel.
We used to be a
It's like
real
a parallel.
Yeah.
Like a parallel of a night out, isn't it? And like drinking so much until you need to have a tacky tea. And then you come
Yeah.
back and you drink some more. Modern
just
day
gorging on
Roman.
food.
Yeah.
Class.
It is class. It's very class. And we just don't do things like that anymore.
No.
Yeah, we should.
So it's like the closest thing we have is like mukbang, maybe. Like people.
Yeah.
Eat.
Bottomless brunch.
But what does this all tell us, this whole last meal malarkey? Well, it tells us that the last meal is rarely about the food itself. Most condemned prisoners, we're told, have no appetite at all and leave most of the food untouched anyway. They'll simply just pick at things and
Understandable.
move things around. So from a lump of dirt to a plate of spaghetti, not SpaghettiOs, it's a window into the human condition in its final moments. It's human, psychological, and as we've seen, it's plain weird. The request is the point. It's a final gesture, a moment of control in a powerless situation. Can be an act of defiance, a nod to a forgotten past and childhood memories and moments like where you felt comfortable, moment of dark humour, or even an act of compassion. Can be all those things, much like this final episode.
Don't.
I'm not crying.
Try not to get emotion.
I'm not crying.
Yeah. Well, before we go, we are going to do a bit of a discussion. We're going to have a bit of discussion on what our last meals would be, considering it's our funeral and it's the end of days. So, boys, what are you eating? You've been condemned for, I don't know, some fucking egregious crime that you've committed.
You don't need to say
Yeah, let's not speculate.
move on. Get to the bit.
Yeah, the warden's come to you. The warden's knocks on your cell door. What
You're right there. What do you want?
you having? What you
The
having?
best meal.
What you having?
Go on, Dom, you go first.
I would probably have like some of my favourite food from when I was in Italy. So I'd have a pizza from my favourite pizzeria around the corner, which was Del Remo's, shout out. And probably like a carbonara, I think. Just double up on those carbs because
can't remember that.
I'm not having to worry about my waist, am I, in the afterlife?
No.
Ping us with a little tiramisu on the way out, would you?
Oh,
Take one home on the road too.
That's very good.
Oh, that sounds good.
That is good. The only issue with that is logistics, because none of that travels well apart from the tiramisu.
Well, and even the tiramisu maybe not so well as we learned in Vienna. So there is that. But I'm just going to go in with the blind optimism that it is going to travel well.
I like it.
They've figured that out.
It's up to them to get that bit right.
Yeah, you're killing me, so fucking do it. Do a good job of it. That's what I'm basically saying to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Some good choices there. Yeah.
Miles, you're up. What are you having?
For me, it's hard. I love too much food. I love everything.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to. It's been a difficult decision. I think I don't know. This is gonna sound so basic. I love a BLT. I just love a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich.
Wow.
That's just my favourite sandwich.
Is it? Is that your favourite sandwich?
So that's my favourite sandwich. Good tomato, good iceberg lettuce, good bacon, good bread, bit of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Just comes together to make something that's just fucking great.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd have a BLT.
Very nice.
And do you know what I've always wanted to try that I've never got my hands on? I don't even think it exists, but tubby custard. Like, since I was a kid, I've always been like, them little bastards, that looks great. Get me some of that. Where do you get tubby custard? Because this might be my only chance to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Just tell the warden and it's them that have to deal with the logistics.
Yeah.
From day dot, I've wanted that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You definitely get the bowl of
You've been
ambrosia.
locked.
If you ask me.
Yeah. Or Angel Delight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Tubby custard if they can do it.
Tubby custard.
And a BLT.
Yeah, I like that.
Good
I like
night.
that. Good night. That's it. Good night. Night.
Finishing on the pod. Funny.
Oh, funny.
What about you, Andy?
I'd probably go sushi boat to begin with.
A Milo sushi boat, 24 pieces.
Yeah, 24
Yeah.
pieces. Yeah.
Family platter.
Family platter. I'd rock that in. Sashimi. all
So I had your
sorts.
last meal when I was in Croatia.
Yeah, and all
Just as an ordinary meal. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, God.
and I'd probably have some prawn tempura on the side,
Ooh, yeah. go
lurking
on.
around. And then I'd probably finish off with either tiramisu, but only if I can make it, which
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'd get the
I was going to
clearance.
say
but-
they're going to clear you for that one.
I want 3 knives. This, that, and the other. Mate, you've killed people. I don't think we're going to give you a
Yeah.
knife for this.
Yeah. I need a jackhammer, a spade.
Big rope.
Yeah, a big rope. And some gelato, I think.
Oh, nice. Good
Some
choice.
proper, like, Italian, thick as pig shit gelato to finish
Yeah.
off.
High fat, all the fat.
All of it. I'd have an avocado with it.
Blend that into it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I'm going down.
Yeah.
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 So there you have it. There are our last meals.
That's it.
And that's it. Good night. God
Yeah,
bless.
To the executioner's chair.
Yeah.
That's it. The end. A history of last meals. And the final episode of What the Food. Again, thank you so much for listening. You know, if you've listened to one episode or you've listened to them all, if you were here from the beginning or if you only jumped on us the other week, sorry, we're off.
I was going to say, no, look, on that last one. New favourite pod, was it? Yeah, not anymore.
But as Andy said at the beginning, you know, we're keeping the email open. We're at whatthefoodpodcast@gmail.com. So if you do want to send us a message anytime, we'll still be, you know, using that email address. If you enjoy the show, send us a message. And, you know, never say never as well. We don't know what the future holds. We might come together for another creative project in the future. We just don't know. So if you do enjoy us, feel free to reach out, let us know. And just a massive thank you again. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Big
everyone.
ups. Big ups.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to our dulcet tones, our terrible pronunciation, especially of Asian places,
Yep.
and the occasional Sean Connery appearance. It's been a pleasure.
We're going to miss him.
We're going to miss him. We're going to miss you, listeners.
Yeah, we are. All right, guys. Well, thank you again. And we will see you down the line. See you
Ciao.
later.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.